Welcome back, sports fans. Here we go, another video. Excuse the voice, a little bit husky today, but I am okay, not ill. Lots of shouting at the football. So here we go. So they have reset 5k and 10k. So if we go into here and we look at our milestones and we go to the 5k, we can see that they've reset all times. Let's see where we're going to get to. I would hope we're somewhere between 7,500 to 8,000 cups. Currently we've got 129,000 cups because of the reset, which obviously that puts us down in 29th at the moment because it's okay. It's still showing us as 145. Okay. So we're progressing through. Let's do the 5k. Let's see what it's like. I've not done it yet, as you can see. So we're going to do this on the 5k. I'll also do the 10k, just so we can see both events. We're going to use our normal methodology. Hopefully that's not changed as to what's going to give us the best time. Oh, that was a bit late. A bit early. Ooh. The sensitivity has not changed, so we're going to use our 5k from the green line just before, and that's going to get us to the front of the field, and there we go. Okay, so that's not changed. So we know what we've got to do. 1, 2 taps, and then a tap and hold. That was bad. So, okay, we already know we can improve our time. Here we go. Wow, okay. So we know we can definitely do better. It's a good tap and hold though. Not going to complain at that one. And we'll dip for the line. 12.43. So that's 7,200 cups. Let's do that again. I think we can go and get a national record here. So we're going to do 2 attempts on each. Hopefully we are not going to do as badly on the second one. You know, the in-stadium thing, obviously the first bit you do need to get all perfects, but the in-stadium, we should be doing better than what we did. Oh my good God. That's absolutely terrible start. I'm not going to reset the app because that will impact what I'm recording as I am sharing the application. There we go. Let's just do it again. This time we're going to go just after the green line. Let's see what that does. We've got 2 less energy. Let's go from there. As you were bang on the green line there where we used it. And let's see how we go. We're going to need 2 perfects and a perfect tap and hold to have any chance of a national record. There's the first perfect. Coming up to the second. If we hadn't have mucked up at the start, this easily would have been a national record. Just goes to show that by getting 1 less on the first bit, look how it impacts time. 0.5 virtually behind. So we know we can definitely improve on that one. We're not going to complain. Let's just open this box so we can fill up our boxes more. Right, 10k. Now 10k, we know we're going to get a variety of different times because the final lap is a lot harder for consistency than the 5k. But let's give it a go. Let's see where we're going to end up. We're going to use the same methodology as we do on a normal 10k, which is coming up. I will show you just in case you haven't seen it before. There is a method that I use which gives very good times, and you know, if I look at it from a world time, etc., I know I'm outperforming, so it must be a good technique. So as you get onto lap 23 here, we get to about the 200 meter start bit, and then that's where we hit the energy, and this should take us pretty much to the start finish line. There we go. Probably could have started a tiny bit later. A little bit early. Now we've got the triple. Oh dear, that's terrible. Um, I always think that when you've got the triple, if you can get 2 perfects, you're in good stead. Obviously, 3's even better, but goes without saying. A little early, and that tiny bit over made it a good, not a perfect. And there we go. There's the time. 25:47.648. That is 8,000 cups. Oh, we've got a world record straight off the bat. Interesting. National record is quicker. Well, that's probably a slight glitch, isn't it? Not going to complain though. It's world record. That'll soon disappear when others get involved. What I am going to do now, though, let's just open this one. I am just going to go back and do that 5k again. I think what we're seeing here, mechanics haven't changed. Timings of when we need to do the runs have not changed. So it really is all down to just as setting new times. We'll all set good times, obviously, to start with. I would expect these to show minor improvements as we go through. Yeah, I don't expect there to be anything radical for anyone. We always end up with the 80 energy as well, which is still the same, and we can use our energy from here. That's probably a tiny bit too early, but essentially what we're trying to do is the whole purpose of that is to finish your energy as you're coming into that tiny little bit, because it does slow down. However, if you get the timing right to the finish line, you can actually get a little bit of a bonus just before the finish line in terms of the speed you're carrying. So that's a pretty good one. This should be an improvement. 42, 43 is a very, very small improvement. So we're not going to complain too much there. I think the race variance of 5 and 10k can be quite wide, so hence sometimes I've done it before where you don't have a good final lap and yet you still break your record. So there's a good, wide degree of variance as you go through. So that's the 5 and 10k. We are literally, all we're doing is we are setting ourselves new milestones. Now if we go into here, if you notice, it's not letting me claim the gems again. Previously when they've done this, you've actually been able to claim the gems again. Now whether that's intentional or by mistake, I'm not entirely sure. But we can see there 5k, we need to get down to 1241 to get the next gems. The 10k, we've only got 2 bits left. As I said, our 10k typically does quite well. I think we can improve that time ever so slightly, maybe to a 25:47 flat or 25:46. Interestingly enough, so I'm on 144.993 cups now. 144.993. So you can see actually my cup count is 19 less, which means there's obviously some improvement I can do on the 5 and 10k. So we're running just slightly under, but we've only done a couple of attempts. We will see over the course of the season and then ongoing, that will continue to improve. The one advantage we do have is in the stadium. I've already claimed 145, so you can see the tick below it, but it's now saying that we're not at 145. So we do need to get there. I don't think it's going to let us claim it again. The aim will be, obviously, by the end of the season, can we get to 150? Just because we get these 3 boxes here again at the start of every season, that would be beneficial. Everything above that it's not really beneficial going forwards. I think if you look at the top people, they're at this 100 AC. So yeah, so that's it. It's 5k, 10k. No massive changes. Just resetting on cups, resetting on consistency, hopefully. Nations League the Nations Cup has started. And we can see in here that Starts actually in 16 hours and 50 minutes. Which would put us at... What time would that be UK? So it's 2 in the morning. 6 in the morning is when it starts. So yeah, there you go. That's it for today. Like, share, subscribe. Comments in below. You shouldn't really be seeing anything different apart from resetting new times. But that's the 5 and 10k update. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.